कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Monday morning special superior episode. We call this episode Raju because I think we should have a desi flavor every time we have an episode. All episodes should have a nice Indian name. Today it's called Raju. Naveen is missing. Apparently he'll be here a little late. But luckily Silvery missed the bus to Powai last night. Spent the night here, so he's going to replace him for a while. Silvery, of course, is now the coach of Gajraj. Apparently.
Yes, acting coach.
The
voice
iconic
coach.
actor Gajraj
Yes.
Rao is actually... No, he told me.
Yeah, he
said,
actually did.
"इतना
He
बड़ा
was very
talent है."
sweet.
Yeah, his exact words, Abbas, was यहाँ पे waste हो गया.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Yeah.
And he, without even blinking, he told me that.
I'm pretty sure Antriksh himself agrees with that sentiment.
No, every single employee will agree with that sentiment.
No, I
How
love
dare
it
you
here.
talk out?
This is
Yeah.
the best place.
Yeah, he
This
has
is where I was
shares.
meant to be, man.
Abbas, unlike you and me, he has shares.
Yeah, so
Yes,
I've heard.
If
Yes,
the company does
equity.
well, I do well.
Yeah. And if company doesn't do well, he's still called Gajraj. He's all good.
Yes.
Abbas.
Yeah.
Today, Abbas has a big scene with Mr. Gajraj Rao.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So wait till he meets me.
One sec.
Oh, are we allowed
You're
to
not
talk
allowed
about
to talk about all this.
Oh,
We're not?
what?
Okay,
What
but-
scene?
What?
But on
Oh,
this
yeah,
episode, you
know.
can, because this
Yeah.
episode doesn't go out. At
He's
the
doing an
moment.
ad. He's doing an ad.
Oh, no, you don't do that. Okay, folks, now we have
Well,
too many
oh, okay.
panelists.
Hello, good morning. Yes.
What? You can't just throw him out like that, Naveen.
You can't
This
replace
beautiful
me.
young
It's
man.
Go back to
a
Gajraj.
minute. It's a minute. You can't. fucking replace
Unbelievable.
me.
Yeah, I shared too many company secrets and now I'm being
Okay, I don't know if you heard what he had to say, but he's now taking his clothes off and doing a striptease on the
I
side.
should.
Silvery leaves for better pastures. He's too big for IVM. He's turning his back on it. And we have the young Lionel Richie, a Stevie Wonder.
Who turned
love
on his
child.
back on IVM long ago.
Yeah. Who's dressed like Indian version of Clint Eastwood in Good, the Bad and the Ugly with the poncho and all that.
Yeah.
Bro, what's going on?
I was tie in my eye. I went to Thane and all I got back from there was fucking styes.
Wow.
Fuck,
Amazing.
I thought now that you're a sold out comedian, you just
Sold
like
out comedian.
One
you
sec,
just
one sec,
walk around
one sec,
with a
one sec, one
swag.
sec. That was a sarcastic barb
No,
of
it
some
wasn't.
kind. Or even if it was sold out, there's anger and dissent in your voice. So I want to know what your problem is.
No, Naveen sold out a solo show at Bandra J Spot.
Yeah. We
Is that
recorded
true?
the show. Yeah.
Is that true? And Abbas, you were part of the show?
No, unfortunately, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. So a standing ovation. Rishi put it.
Which he
background.
got apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
standing ovation at the end. I'd never.
I have
experienced it
a
in my
hack
life.
on that. You should always get the standing ovation first. In case they don't like the show, they don't give it later. So I've
Yeah.
always told them, can you clap first?
Some comics do that for like Instagram.
it
only.
makes sense.
They're like, I can't believe guys, you're giving standing ovation. and they'll be like,
Politicians do
okay,
that.
we should
The moment
stand.
they enter stage, the people are going screaming. After you actually have them governing, nobody wants to really clap.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's all about the.
I mean, if you
image.
just give them the ground to sit, everything is standing ovation. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. But which politician sits on the ground while you stand?
No, the people sit on the ground. Like if you
people-
go to Amethi,
People don't even get the ground now.
yeah,
They just given some area somewhere.
Shavak Bakshi is saying John Elton of Bhandup.
Bhayandar, man, at least get my origin right.
The Bandu F up is from me.
Yeah, you have
Because
started it.
You know, you make that mistake even with names.
Yeah.
Like you say Rakesh for Rajesh, and then you can't. Your own classmate.
You can't shake it.
You can't shake
Like, for
it.
example, my
So I've
manager.
been saying Bandu.
my
Am I
man-
right?
my
When
manager,
When
yeah,
you were producing, I've been saying the wrong
you're
place.
saying Bandu Bhiwandi.
And you're so upset because one is actually worse than the other.
Yeah,
And how dare you be so
Bandup is
elitist
way
and put them
worse,
all
yeah.
together?
yeah.
Shavak is saying Naveen, please do Baraf Gir Rahi Hai. What the fuck is that?
Oh, that's the Golmaal reference. लगता है बर्फ
Oh.
गिरने वाली है.
Oh, wow.
Arshad Varsi does that.
Wow.
It's a reference to black in Golmaal.
You really
Oh,
spoiled
okay,
my
okay,
morning, but hey, thanks. Okay, Brocha's Janata Party next demand, get Shanaz Treasury Wala for Cyrus says.
Yes, please.
For Abbas. No, I want to just bring it up because the last bit I didn't understand. So get Shanaz. We had a lot of VJs, ex-VJs, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get Shanaz on and she's been on before. But for Abbas ka matlab kya hai? Can you...
As in, I had a crush on her when I was in my youth. And
That makes sense.
I've been wanting to talk to her. So she came here for this is another trade secret. She
Yeah,
came in
yeah.
here for a recording
Right.
separate from this.
Yeah.
And I had I introduced myself
You had a
in
fan
the,
moment.
in the pantry. But other than that, I haven't had like a sit down.
No, I want the whole story.
Chat.
I want to know. I don't know
No,
what
that's the
happened.
story.
You were in the pantry
I think when
with
she
your
came,
pantries on. and you go up to Shanaz, who's always smiling generally. and
yeah.
always, Sweet.
And she
you
was
said-
sweet back
and
then,
then-
also.
and then
I
what
was
did you-
like, I was having lunch at that
Yeah.
time, and I was like, would you like to
Share my plate.
huh? She was obviously like, no,
Obviously.
keep in your lane.
Yeah.
But then Samira really rubbed your head, man. I
That's
think
true,
more or less
yeah.
you're like.
I felt that was too much. Samira, why did
I
you
think
do
it
that?
was perfect actually.
He's given him hope. Now he goes back. He thinks he's in demand.
No,
But
but
where the girl at the bus
But
stop is
that is
looking.
true, right? Like,
Yeah.
why is there such a hatred towards bald men? I don't understand. Only.
Yeah.
No.
For the longest time, I've been trying to
Bro. Talk
rally
to
for
some
them.
of the ladies out. I know about men. For men,
I'll
loving
talk for the
bald
men also. No? Like we cover
But,
all
but
the
I'm talking about women. A lot of
Yeah.
women tell me, and over the years, that they love bald men. They find
Yeah.
bald men very sexy.
exactly.
I don't know whether men find men sexy or bald men sexy. That I can't say.
So it's the like what Abbas did. There was a clear change when Abbas went from there was this hair over
Yeah.
here.
He had Rastafarian locks.
Ah.
I was told that people would hang on in South Bombay. They would hang on to his hair and just
aerial
glide. Yeah, behind. Yeah.
I was told to become Heisenberg from Anupam Kher, which is a story I said on your show, which got cut out.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I don't know why they cut this.
I have
Fucking
no idea.
because she about weirdest
You
things.
can't mention Anupam Kher, not Heisenberg was
Yeah.
the issue.
No, we mentioned Utsav Chakraborty. That's why I think
If
Sparsh cut it
Anupam
out.
Kher lost his hair, is it because he was careless?
Okay. But yeah, you were talking about my hairstyle.
Yeah. Tell us more.
No, you were saying I used to have
used to have long
so
hair.
that makes you look like an uncle. But if you completely shave it off,
Yeah.
then it kind of makes
And
you
you go
sexy.
like a French beard and everything. It's like it's sexier. It's just like you are a
Yeah.
biker aesthetic. It's all kinds of right.
Yeah, but so suddenly they made bald really cool. Before we were all suffering,
Mm.
the bald patches are happening all the time. You know, it's a horrible feeling. And then suddenly people started going for the full bald look. And then the bald look was really cool.
Yeah, own it.
But look at the hard work. They have to
There's
shave
actually
everything.
a Pakistani podcaster and comedian
You
called
can't mention-
Junaid
you won't be
Akram.
allowed
If
to
Rishi
mention.
can pull up
You
a
can't mention all this on
picture.
this show.
But he
We
looks
don't have the
like
call's
he looks like a
Do we
thinner,
have the
slightly
call's
thinner
Do we have the
version.
call's permission? Can we?
Whose
Maybe?
permission?
The
This
call's
is members only. You can
Members,
say
I
anything, right?
forget mention full Pakistan. Let me tell you about my trip to Karachi.
Abbas, this is fucking you, dude.
I
This
know. Akash Mehta pointed it
is-
out.
Oh shit.
What?
Rishi, if you can share it, share
Somebody said I
the.
look like Rofla. Oh my god,
Uh,
they should do it right now.
yeah, so everybody says I
Cyrus,
look
here,
like
look
him.
here. Oh my god.
What?
It's just like he's given his beard a little more like
He
does.
does volume.
No,
And-
he's more clean. There's a cleanliness to this
Yeah,
guy. He's
yeah.
hygienic. And we are speaking from the experience of sitting around Abbas. If I clean you up, if you took him for what do you call those things, those makeover thingies, he'd look a
Yeah.
bit like this guy.
It's
This
like
is
That's
that-
what I'm
It's
saying.
like that she's all that wala scene. She becomes all that.
Samira and Chinas can clean me up
Even-
whenever they want.
wow. You crossed the line there. bro.
Wow,
You
one
dare
on
talk-
one.
You
Thanks,
dare,
Rishi.
you dare talk like this. You dare talk like
Do,
this.
do that face now, Abbas.
You dare talk like this about my girls. Okay?
Yeah, he has pursed more lips.
Even the glasses are similar, no?
Dude, y'all
His,
could be
his
fully
face
like,
is like more lamba.
y'all could be
But he seems more
Salim
mature.
Rahim.
There's a maturity to his look.
Yeah, he talks about politics and shit on his show.
Yeah.
His Insta handle is Ganji Swag.
Yeah. That's also because Ganji swag makes sense because in
Yeah.
Pakistan you're allowed to talk about politics. Back home, Shenaz is much easier.
Yeah, so
go
I
with
was
that,
requesting Sparsh, who's fucking left the studio.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do this anymore. That he should get. Everybody on Discord was putting up requests for who they want as guests. So I was like, yeah, let's get Chanas.
Ruben wants to know what is pantry.
Yeah,
I don't know where to.
That means you haven't traveled by Indian Railways if you don't know what a pantry is. Because pantry car.
Oh, wait. Abbas looks like porn star Drew Sebastian. Google him now.
Hey.
No. We can't go forward. It will not be possible. This train has stopped at the platform.
But just
Drew
find a
Sebastian.
good,
Drew
good
Sebastian.
photo of Drew Sebastian. Just like go
You
find
know
him.
this guy?
I have no idea.
The way you said it
Yeah,
when he
is
was in
he-
church with you.
As in like
What kind of porn does he do?
most porn stars will
Hey,
have just
hey.
like the
Which
That's your
reminds me, yeah, I
don't want to be with midgets. What's your issue?
I was watching the Pornhub documentary, which has come out on Netflix.
Yeah.
I was watching Pornhub. So at the same time.
It was called it's called Money Shot,
Huh.
and dude, the
You know what that means, right? You don't need me
of
to
course I
explain
know. So they've
it. Rishi,
interviewed,
I'll explain it to you, yaar. You're a little conservative.
they've interviewed the employees who used to work at the parent company Mind Geek,
Huh.
and dude, their PR lady was hotter than all the porn stars that they interviewed in the documentary.
That's what you got out of it.
Yeah.
You're like some honey toad. Shanaz this, Shanaz that, then Pornhub, then the documentary, now the PR lady.
yeah.
If that, our little lady who works here,
What?
I won't take her name. No, the one Saaf Safai.
Acha.
I'm just worried because
Okay.
you're just going for everyone and everything. I just want to control you. Please,
You mentioned her. I didn't even like.
with dogs, we do what is called neutering.
Okay.
When they come to a point where we can't control their sexual
Yeah.
desire,
Mm.
we just do the right thing. Or
It's called
Naveen or me,
vasectomy
no,
in
we can take a
humans.
plastic bag and give you relief for 5 minutes. These are the
Wait.
two options.
Kiran says Drew Sebastian does gay bareback porn. Naveen's area of expertise. Fuck yes. Kiran has spoken like
Kiran, I hope you don't think you were trying to sledge him.
no
Because
because
this
yes,
is like water off a duck's back.
this is actually
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah. Fuck
Uh,
yes.
So he's
Give a photo.
a gay porn star, is it?
Yeah,
Rishi,
that's
I
what he
won't even
says.
show it.
Abbas, don't
anymore.
act like you don't know.
I don't know, but in the porn industry, even if you're not gay, they do gay porn.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
Yes,
to get
yes.
more money.
I don't think
Yes,
so.
they do.
You think so?
Yes.
Yes.
But I've seen the same guys who are in straight porn. I
And
can't see-
also for a lot of porn stars, the gender and sex is just like a construct. It's just money. It's just an orifice.
Mm.
Yeah, he's good. Like that.
Rishi has given the thumbs up.
Share, Rishi.
This will never. This will
Rishi,
never,
I need
this will
to
never
let
be a
him
buzz
see
in a
the-
million years.
The guy who knows all about all this is Rishi. Drew
Every-
Sebastian. Wow,
Yeah.
excellent. Okay, shall we formally start the show?
I would just like to make
Oh,
a
one sec,
point.
one sec. Hemisha says Abbas is a girlfriend. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All this
So
solid
what
talk
about
from
it?
you? All this
Yeah,
very
yeah.
desperate, frustrated Indian male, and you got the girlfriend. What were you doing with her?
Yeah, I've
Who-
seen this
Kiran
guy.
said I look like this guy. Kiran, you need a new pair of glasses. I think.
I think Kiran, if this is your fantasy, may it come true. Because Abbas 20 pounds lighter and with a little more chiseled face would look like this guy. So it's not fully
This
out.
guy looks like Joe Rogan. Yeah,
just because
taller
he's
and,
bald and little buff.
probably more mature.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're done with porn stars for now.
Yeah.
We have spent way too much time. I got lost for 5 seconds. That's why I was like,
Okay, all right.
let's get back on track.
You can watch it on your phone while we carry on with the show. Come on, hurry up.
Sparsh sent these topics at 4 a.m. last night. Huh?
Yeah,
So, like, don't
yeah.
tell me that I didn't read them.
He's
because
like, Sunday ho gaya. And where the fuck he just left and never
Yeah.
came back right now.
He's forgotten that it's Pratilipi and not Patanjali. So he's doing the wrong things at the wrong time. Yeah.
Surprisingly, like, I was also up till 4 a.m. because I was not able to
Drew
sleep.
Sebastian.
No, my
Drew-
partner was
How
snoring.
Drew Sebastian of you?
Snoring.
He snores a lot.
Do you wake up? I wake up my wife when she snores immediately.
I held his nose and tried to
Kill him.
suffocate him last
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
I fully was like, I'm done. After 5 years, I cannot take it anymore.
People don't understand. Those who
So-
have not experienced snoring,
Yeah.
Dude, snoring,
it's a deal breaker.
I mean, I know it sounds funny and it is, but
Yeah.
it leads to fucking problems, dude, like sleep apnea and all.
It does.
Your
It
body
does.
doesn't
It's
get
the
enough
first sign
oxygen.
of that. But the thing is, the same
To wear
people
the
snore.
mask machine.
Yeah, exactly.
I shared a room with Vasant Walson, the Bakra producer, once in Delhi.
Uh,
I couldn't sleep a wink. And every time he denied snoring. But I said, of course you're snoring. There's only two of us here. Oh, Burja, I'm not snoring.
Anyway, the first topic
The
is,
audience is snoring right now.
do you want to talk about the Dalai Lama thing? I think
Yeah,
it's
what
a
is
little
it?
too
that's-
soon.
It's really
No, but what, I didn't understand. Did he actually say, suck my tongue?
That's
so he,
what
he didn't
yeah.
he didn't like he's saying he's telling the kid like do this.
But
and
that's
then-
not the same thing.
Yeah, it's just but the kid is like it all happened. Okay, there's a video. It all happened. People are questioning whether it's a culture Tibetan wise.
So he's
or like,
imitating that action of putting the tongue out, right?
So
He doesn't say, suck my tongue.
No, he tells the kid to do this.
Hmm.
While I put my tongue out, you suck on it, and the kid does it.
He says this.
Yeah, like he.
You can't
gestures it.
hear him.
You can't hear him because it's from a far off video, but the gesture is just simply that I'm gonna do this and then you're gonna reciprocate this.
Okay,
way.
what's your verdict since you've seen it? I've not seen
I don't care, man. He's an old fucking man. Like just like if people kiss each other all the time in weird ways.
it. But
all
there's a
the
kid
time.
involved. No, that's the issue.
I mean, it's a
See,
Tibetan kid.
my thing is like,
Hey, what the hell? You don't We apologize. It's really bad.
You
members
asked for my
only.
2 cents. I'm giving you my 2 cents.
Next time, give us 1 cent. There's no need to go all the way.
It's happening at some public ceremony. Okay, there are
Yeah.
other priests sitting on the sides.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if the Dalai Lama has to be
It appears
sinister,
natural.
yeah.
Yeah,
Samir Kolpekar says Dalai Lama went. Why should Catholic
Catholic
priests
priests have all
have
the fun.
Oh boy. So you're sure this doesn't go out, right?
it's a members only
Sparsh?
podcast.
Because as
That's
far
what
as I
I'm
know,
500 people still.
some members are already in court. So I just want to know. Right. Yeah.
Guys,
these
y'all are okay with this,
people,
right?
these people paid money to listen to
Yeah.
this kind of shit. So
Yeah.
yeah. But I was saying it was a public gathering, and also if at all the priest has to be sinister,
I
they'll have enough time to be on their own.
I need more context before making any judgment. Because as a man of law, 3 generations of lawyers, a man who understands what is just and what is not
I would
just.
call it the Chinese whispers of kissing, but then that
Don't
would
mention
make
China.
it isn't China.
That's a very dangerous.
Exactly why
Don't
I'm
bring
not saying.
Chinese anything
I would
into
call it, but I'm
That's
not
very
calling it.
insensitive of you. The most insensitive remark you've made so far, and you've made a few.
Okay.
God, this is scary.
Cool.
Let's move on to another topic. Where's your happy topic?
That was the first topic he said. Happy topic is
Every week he's giving me something about UP man marries 3 women at the same
French
time.
Minister
How about that?
Marlene Schiappa
Hmm.
criticized for appearing on Playboy magazine cover. So I'll tell
Well,
you.
they
what
have
the
their
story is.
politicians, and we have our politicians. Now, just because ours don't walk around with the clothes off, doesn't mean others should.
Marlene posed for a Playboy cover
One
along
second.
with an article.
I don't want to go all homosexual on you, Rishi, but how come Marlene's picture doesn't come up? Drew Sebastian gay icon came up
it's
in
not
3
it's not a
seconds.
revealing
He's on it.
picture.
He's on it. He's on
He's
it.
taking so long. I'm questioning his genuine love for women because I expected. But you're not showing me.
In the
Why can't you show me?
he had to erase Dalai Lama sucking tongue.
Yeah, stop,
and-
stop. We apologize for every moment of the show so far. Pretend we're starting again. And whoop,
Maybe the
let's go.
kid had like a lot of vitamin C to share. And
Stop!
It's like, let me just.
Can you remove the panelists and bring Silvery back?
That's DNA. That's
Why
other
did you just
Playboy.
promote
Yes.
your show?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, new episode out.
She looks like an actress, no? From India.
So
who
she's,
got like some 2 movie ka deal once.
I feel she's pushing her chest out too much, though.
but that's
it doesn't-
Playboy.
It doesn't look natural. I like more natural looks.
What's the point of Playboy if you're not putting your
Yeah,
chest
this
out?
is just being a critic after years and years of
I just realized
discerning
I've been sitting like this the
viewership.
entire time. It's
Okay.
like this.
But
Naveen,
she's faced.
Once
faced
again, see
criticism.
how much Naveen can take of naked women. Come on, 20 minutes more.
I can stare. What the fuck? Like, it's a work of art for me. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't affect me negatively or positively.
Okay, let's talk about it now, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, she's facing criticism.
Hmm.
Souvik Bakshi
Now,
Singh,
here's
Salu
the
Bhai
list.
ki next
Give me the
girlfriend.
list of Indian ministers you want to see on Playboy covers. Okay. Don't answer. Naveen, you don't answer.
Lalu Prasad.
No, just stop. Just stop.
Riding a buffalo bareback.
No.
Why not? Why not?
Samir is saying if anyone walks past my screen, how do I explain? It's okay. It's
That's
not
why you
the
listen
worst.
to
Some
the
don't act like
podcast.
anybody walks past your screen.
Yeah.
But it's faced criticisms from the politicians, including French Prime Minister Elizabeth Borne. Borne criticized. I love her last name, by the way. It's Chiappa, which is like
Yeah.
Tibetan.
doing doing ungli
Yeah.
in Punjabi.
Yeah.
She faced criticism for that it wasn't appropriate, especially during this period. This period being like they're facing protests and everything right now
Right.
for raising the age from
For
retirement
giving
age.
them one more year of working time,
Yeah,
which every other oppressed country will be thankful for. But anyway, yeah.
and so Green MP Sandrine Rousseau told TV channel BFM, "Where is the respect for French people? People
Can you
who
do
are
it in a
going
French
to have
accent so we get the flavor?
where is the respect for French
Better,
people?
better.
People who are going to have to work for 2 years more."
That's right. That's now I'm understanding the
What
controversy
does
here.
that mean? People
And
have
I
to work for 2
demand-
years more.
That's the whole protest about. Na,
No, you don't
Macron has
know.
increased-
The
protest-
pension protest
This is going on.
is
at
they're giving
scale.
them a chance
I don't know what
to
the
earn more money
correlation
and
is.
work in the
Playboy got to-
workforce for longer, which
Yeah.
everywhere in the world people are fighting. And these guys don't want it. They're like, no, 52, we stop. That's
So
it.
it's so funny, like when you watch like people just having pasta and wine by the roadside, and then there's people burning buses on the opposite side. I was telling my dad about this. Like this is the fucking utopia that we all envision.
Burning buses also by other North Africans or Indians. They
Yeah.
hire us because they don't even know how to do that.
Pramod Menon has given us 500 rupees for no reason at all. He doesn't not even ask.
I
Pramod-
think the photo did it for him.
Promote.
I think Pramod liked the fact that we gave all
Nam-
3 porn stars equal.
Naveen, can we do one
See,
thing?
the third one wasn't a pause.
Can we put
post for Playboy?
can we put Pramod's picture in as a fourth panelist?
He was the first one.
Even
of
though
us.
it's a non-moving picture, so we should show respect. $500 is a lot of money.
Pramod looks
That's a
like
great
Shravan,
commitment.
doesn't he? Shravan. Like,
Yeah, but now you'll have to
the
show
more-
Shravan's picture.
More
This whole show is only
elite
pictures.
Shravan.
Guys, we're playing Pictionary over.
Apologies to our audio listeners.
By the way, Pramod's taking the money back. Huh? He's got a Shravan comment. Yeah.
He's
But,
like, I'm not promoting this.
Oh.
Oh.
Sold out comedian guy,
She-
ladies and gentlemen.
I appreciate it also.
I knew you were
I-
bitter about it. I
I-
knew it. I
See,
knew it.
Naveen, understand. I come from Kunal Vijayakar School of Art. You didn't underline your gag, even though it was a pun. So if you don't say it
If
3
this
times
was week that wasn't,
and slowly
Pramod! She like that would have come.
Now you're talking. Now you're understanding different
Yeah.
cultures, my
I've been telling
brother.
jokes at Cyrus all these years. Where's the fake laughter to follow up?
No, we laugh for ourselves now because we can't afford the track.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you at least updated the laughter track, or is it the same one since you
The
started?
same.
Well, the only person who wants it after track is Kunal.
Ah.
You have to understand.
Yeah.
So we do nothing to it.
Frankly speaking, then it'll just be awkward if you
So
take
in
a pause
2000
and it's silence.
It's really difficult to shoot because now we're
Yeah.
used to it for timing and you
Unless
don't have a live
you hire
audience.
Sparsh in the studio to laugh like
No,
he does
exactly.
here.
You just get 2-3 guys to give you a little timing. Like here, you think Rishi really laughs? He's been told to stop the
Also the same as the week that was.
thing was released. Yeah. Wow.
How do you explain
That's a better track
Kunal's?
than we have.
How do you explain Kunal's blackface to people? I don't understand that much. Like he'll do South Indian politicians and then just straight up go
Not
5 shades dark.
a lot of times that has happened, and we're trying to restrict the racism in the makeup and all that.
Yeah.
But you would understand that the people working, if I'm the talent, just understand below me is even worse talent.
Yeah.
So you have to put that all together and realize this is what we have, and we're working with the capacity,
Hmm,
full capacity, whatever we have.
right.
Abbas, we can't hire you. You become too big. Now.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, make me the home minister. I'll show up in any.
Now,
gang.
Body double.
I would like to cut this part as well. I would never want to change whoever's in power. You stay where you are.
Just the last thing I want to say before we move on.
No. Please talk after that as
It's
well.
about the Playboy thing or the
Yeah, the Playboy
baby
thing.
kissing thing.
That the
Have you watched Playgirl? Have you the gay version? There used to be. I don't know now. It's still there. There was a Playgirl. Don't laugh.
Yeah, they used to.
Just because you heterosexuals, you bloody don't think about the minorities ever, no?
So by the time I
Unbelievable.
came into my
There was
own-
a Playgirl.
I know, of course there
Google.
was.
Google.
No, वो भी दिखाएगा।
How dare you?
I know, like there was like the central cover which would open up and then
Male
like,
nudes.
Yeah, so
Same
like, but
thing.
then by the time our generation got to
Hmm.
access porn or nudity, it was on the internet. So like there was
Yeah.
like
If I'm not mistaken,
we are the
Shreyas
Lifebuoy
Manohar
generation.
has modeled in
For
Playgirl.
Playgirl?
Yeah.
That bad it was.
No. He's apparently he's gifted.
ये तू क्या सुबह बंदे लोग का गान देख रहा है? वो बोल रहा है तो गूगल भी कर रहा है पागल जैसा। उसका
That
गूगल
was-
तेरा उंगल, what the fuck?
Stop.
He's just like, yeah, and he's showing sports kid.
Oh, some hello friends they are attacking now. Even this fake laughter could not rescue hello friends. Don't try this.
In
Kiran
90s,
is
mein every
good.
sitcom
I
had
think
a
he's
fake
wrong.
laughter.
The one thing going for us is a lot of laughter around hello friends while shooting and watching. Yeah.
We're laughing at you all.
Yeah, you don't have to explain it. Do Kunal again. I do Kunal again. Don't do Kunal. Kunal listens, by the way, and doesn't like all this.
Why?
Why are you making fun of him?
Acha.
I'm allowed. Why you? How dare you, bacha?
I'm not saying anything against him.
Uncles are very touchy. Indian uncles are very touchy. What do you say, Spurs? There should be an age limit, huh? Who you can make fun of. 50 के ऊपर मत जाओ. What's your age
Kunal,
now?
just know if you're
Mine
listening
35.
that no
35,
matter what
okay.
happens,
Naveen, how old are you?
I'm 31.
You're so young. But you look so old.
I'm
Don't mind.
wise. I'm wise, Cyrus.
Doesn't he look much older than 31?
I have known him for a while, so
I've known him since he was like 18 or something.
You knew me since I was.
This is the 8th year of the podcast. He's been around after 1 year.
You knew me at 25.
25.
Oh.
So you were the producer at 25.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey, you're a
actually,
prodigy, यार. फिर क्या गिर गया उसके बाद?
फिर क्या हो गया?
Producer at 25.
then he became
31
Then
panelists.
comedian on his own journey. I had to do this to
Yeah,
get on my track.
Yeah, because this is where the money is, right? Fair enough. Yeah. Waiting for you, sir.
Yes,
This-
she posed fully clothed along with a 12-page
still on that.
interview
You're
on
still on
women's and LGBT rights. So then why are they criticizing her about posing for this?
Because of the office she holds, they're saying you should not be showing your naked body with holding that office. There must be some Indians in the parliament also no?
right.
who will object to this and,
Yeah.
they,
There should
and
be a
then look at
Playboy
it on the
version
side.
of like politicians. I feel for every country's.
My God, that can't be Playboy or Playgirl.
12
Play politician. It's a
Yeah.
new magazine altogether.
12-month calendar.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Play with people.
I don't think we'll do the whole year. We'll run out by July or something. It'll be like, boss, this is all we could get.
Did you see the Kumail Nanjiani show, the Welcome to Chippendales?
No.
Yeah, I saw like 2-3 episodes.
It's really good. By
Yeah.
I mean, the story is pretty well known, so
Yeah.
like you see the end coming. But like again, great execution
Hmm.
in terms of even like getting that. So I only know Chippendales because I never knew like there was again like play.
You haven't gone to Chippendales.
Of course, I've not gone to Chippendales, not in
Oh,
India.
okay.
No.
So
So
when you went abroad, you never checked out the
I,
Chippendales.
I was in Australia and Dubai. I've never been to
Of
America.
course, they must be having in Australia.
Australia, there were other pubs. I
Or
went
their
to,
version of Chippendales.
I had my adventures in Australia.
Yeah, Sydney is full of your
Yeah.
friends.
I went to a
Hmm.
party called the Underwear Party, which
Yeah.
was just like bears and underwear.
Underwear.
Yeah.
Bears and underwear.
Bears in underwear, only in thongs. Anyways, coming back to Chippendales,
Wow.
I had only heard about them because of an SNL sketch.
One sec, let me digest the visual.
What?
Bears and thongs. Now, go
I've
on.
written an entire article about this on Vice if you want to read it.
Okay, all right.
But anyways, so Chippendales, there was a sketch with Patrick Swayze and Chris Farley,
Hmm.
and it was like a classic sketch where Patrick Swayze is like buff
This is an
and
SNL.
SNL,
Yeah.
and Swayze is like hot, like a fucking beautiful man, and Chris Farley is Chris Farley, he's just like a chubby, but he's out dancing him. Okay, Chris Farley just out dancing him, and everybody's like yeah, and like pieces of his fucking clothing are falling because he's so. But like, so I was like into Chris Farley, of course, because that's my.
You like the
wiring.
fat boys.
I like the fat boy. So
Yeah.
like everybody's into Patrick Swayze. I'm looking at Chris Farley, and then I learned about like what Chippendales was and how the main founder was Indian, and then fucking
Really?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what,
that's what
Shout
the show
out!
is about.
that's what the show is
Oh,
about.
Yeah.
excellent.
Bengali.
By a Pakistani American.
No.
Yes.
Okay. just, I don't know.
Sindhi, Sindhi
I want-
Pakistani
Why is this
American.
not coming up in Lok Sabha? Why aren't they talking about
But
this
the
now?
big name, no, Kumail Nanjiani is a big name. So
Yeah.
they wanted to
So,
get people.
but your Imran Khan was a more famous name, but still not liked by
Yeah.
the not by me, by the government.
Imran Khan wouldn't
By
have
either
liked to
Pakistan
play,
government or Indian government. Yeah.
wouldn't have liked to play a strip club founder. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends. Everybody will play for a certain price.
Dude, I was thinking about Imran Khan in general, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the
Ev-
Indian equivalent? Let's say if Sachin Tendulkar made a party here and it went down
no,
the
Kapil
drain.
Dev would be the Indian equivalent.
Really?
Back in the day. No, you're looking at the
Ah,
same type.
No, I'm
charisma,
thinking
yeah.
icon for
Zamana.
a nation for
But-
sport.
but,
in
but
sport.
at that time, Imran versus Kapil, it would be.
No, I'm saying what would
But
be
you
the...
confused me by putting Sachin in.
Okay, let me
Who's
set
years
this
later.
up.
He's saying divided the timeline.
He, Imran Khan, probably the biggest sporting Pakistani icon.
Yeah.
Then changed tax, came into politics. Now
Correct.
might be arrested.
Yeah.
So there is a
He has
chance.
been arrested
There
three
is a
times
chance that
already
an entire generation will not even know about his cricketing
No, they
feats.
won't.
They'll know him
They
for the
won't.
politics.
They won't.
So what would have been an Indian equivalent of that?
Sunil Dutt. People thought he was a politician. Many people didn't
No,
know
that's
he was a famous
active
star.
politician is different.
Yeah.
Sports person, I'm saying, icon.
Oh, so you want to create this fantasy?
Yeah.
So who should we
So
have?
who would have it been?
There's a guy called
Sachin?
Rinku Singh who just yesterday hit 5
Oh,
sixes
yeah,
in the
I
last
saw
over.
that, yeah.
And his name sounds parliamentarian. And the august presence of Rinku Singh. I would like him to be
Yeah,
the...
literally, like,
the
I don't
answer.
watch IPL, so when Shah Rukh Khan posted a tweet saying
Yeah.
ki apna Rinko something, I was like, he was making fun of, like, somebody was trolling him
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
It sounds
It's
like
a very common
could be
Punjabi
a-
pet
yeah,
name.
it could be a
Like
Twitter
every-
troll, like
yeah.
he,
And let me tell you, Rinku is both male and female. So firstly, that's the problem.
Yeah.
But,
You don't know who they're
most
talking
It's
about.
Punjabi
more a
names are
Bihari
there,
name, the
actually.
Rinkiya ke Papa.
I have a friend called Rinku. She's a lovely looking woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for her for
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, when her family calls her, they all say Rinku. And that's like, Rinku, it just doesn't go.
But his Christian name is Rinku. This
What do you mean by
batsman.
Christian name?
Like the given name on
You're-
the birth
In a
certificate.
Hindu country, you mention Christian names. Get out of the country.
That's what they say. No, what is your fully Christian
Give me your
name?
passport right now, Abbas.
Oh, happy Easter, by the way, sir.
Thanks
And
a
Naveen.
lot. Thanks a lot. For us, it's a big festival. And by us, I mean diabetic Christians. So, we just look at other people
It was
eating
so
eggs.
sad. I went
Yeah.
home yesterday to meet my family
In Bhandup?
in Bhayan.
Yes! One love. And?
Bandup is next to Mulund.
Okay.
It is next to Mulund.
Okay.
Anyways,
I apologize. After the guided tour, we're back to Easter.
But my sisters never showed up only like
Why?
because they had all tired from like the week's work or whatever. So it was kind of depressing that like usually for Easter
It
we
was
all,
a family lunch, right?
it usually happens like that, but then nobody
But
turned
did
up.
people know it was a family lunch?
So they didn't make a plan only. Like my family usually makes a plan. I just showed up because I'm like, hey, happy Easter.
Oh, so then there was no family lunch.
Yeah, there was no real plan. And then my father
Well, there was lunch, but no family.
wait na. In the
Oh.
evening I had a nice lunch and everything. I went to sleep. I woke up. My father's like, can you clean the fan? It's got too much dust on it. So on Easter Sunday, I'm cleaning the fan. Jadu pocha I'm doing fucking. It's just, my
He
mom
has
is like,
risen, but the
yeah,
fans should
my mom
be
is like,
clean.
But
there's
the
a
good
spoon
thing
stuck
is-
in the kitchen counter. Can you?
Abbas,
remove
the
thing?"
good thing is that our Prime Minister went to a church in Delhi and the pictures are all across the
Yeah, I
internet
saw that.
with him and priests and etc. So it's very secular touch.
He was with the elephants. No,
No. So Amar and Anthony is saved. Now coming soon is Eid. So what happens to Akbar? We have to see.
That's true. Yeah.
21st, 22nd.
There are enough pictures of him going to the Dubai mosque, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's different. bro. Desi community is very different. And then once you
but
go abroad,
Naveen, was
yeah.
it humbling for you that you sold out a show and now you're cleaning fans at your parents' house?
absolutely. That is the pinnacle of what
Did-
my life is.
Did they
right?
come for the show?
Who?
The parents.
No, I would never call my own parents. to the show.
Why? Because they stop you. Hey, Naveen.
Because the
ye
show is
light
about
ko
them. The
seedha
show is
karo.
about them. That's why. The show is it's called Good Child, and from
Yeah.
the perspective of my parents thinking I'm the perfect baby, where I'm doing all of these nasty things in my life. That's what the show's theme is. So I would never. In fact, like I again, what's humbling is I recorded my show on Friday. Saturday I was performing in Thane. So somebody asked I was at Midnight Mass. No, I was performing in Thane.
Midnight Mass is on December 24th, no?
No, this every
Easter also.
Mass also is like
It's a midnight mass.
it's a
Yeah,
4-hour
yeah.
vigil.
That's
Cyrus.
confusing.
What the fuck,
Bro, my mother only went. No, that's different. That's the Stations of the Cross, bro.
No, Easter Mass vigil is 4 hours long.
But is it in 12 midnight?
It's at midnight. Starts at 9 and ends at 12 or 1 o'clock at some masses.
So there are two midnight masses, like the IPL. They want to go to.
There's only one. It goes on.
1 minute.
Yeah,
the
the-
midnight mass starts in Easter and ends in Christmas. What are you
The
saying?
Christmas one is the World Cup and the Easter is like IPL.
IPL, yeah.
You're making fun of minorities.
I'm not making fun.
You're
I'm
making fun
giving
of
you a
minorities. This is
comparison.
a pure minority bashing.
In fact, how it goes
you're
is like it's-
cannibalizing the situation here.
it's Monday, Thursday. So Thursday. You
Oh
go-
shoot! We're going back to Thursday.
yeah, because clearly
You have to come to Sunday, guys. Just stay where you are.
Cyrus, if you're a bad Parsi, at least be a good Catholic. Why can't you manage one minority better? You're like,
Okay.
Easter,
Yeah, Padre, I'm listening. So Monday, Thursday, then
Good Friday happens,
Correct.
and my mom will be like 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the church
Yeah.
on Good
my
Friday.
mom also. Huh?
Yeah, so then on Easter
Apparently,
Sunday,
a lot of kneeling happens, so that's not fun.
yeah, not in the right direction.
No, you idiot! This is a spiritual conversation. What are you doing?
Shouldn't Easter be the denailing? I mean,
Just
like,
stop
he
it. Let
comes
him
back.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
Well,
some
not
churches, like in
denailing,
Binder West, they would.
he
He rises back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay.
No,
Anyway.
the visual of the nails coming off is horrible. Please don't
I
go
know.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's so funny because on Good Friday, they would make one guy Jesus and they would make the
Yeah,
rest of
yeah,
us
yeah.
It's
soldiers.
always a fat guy
Yeah.
walking around. Yeah.
No, it was the thin guy. The
With
fat white guy with the
with the
soldiers.
cross. Yeah.
And everybody would take kunnas out on the guy. If you were soldiers,
Which is what happened.
so perfect, dude.
At least what they
That's
say
what they're
happened.
saying.
So
They
in a
can
way, that's
get away by saying it's that's
art
a religious ceremony.
no, life imitating art. It's fair enough. It's what
Yeah.
you
So
do.
then in the middle we throw like
But
red ink on them.
didn't you play Jesus once?
No, I played the soldier every time. I played Joseph of Arimathea,
Okay.
who gives the cave for Jesus to be buried in the end.
Okay.
So he's a rich man.
Hmm.
I played Herod. I played Herod, who washes his hands of his no Pontius Pilate. What washed his hands?
Pontius Pilate, I think.
One of the
Yeah.
Herods or someone.
Who's the
washes
good Catholic now? I don't know anything.
This has been a while since I.
Yeah.
At least I know references.
Yeah. Plus, why go there if they make
Our Lord and Savior Mel Gibson.
for you for you Easter is cleaning utensils. So it's fair
Yeah,
enough.
so I finished my show, and then we were like, coming back, and all the people are like spilling out of the churches because they're in the masses and everything. And I just felt like, what losers, man. I just ate food and I'm going home, so happy. But at my Thane show, okay, there was a old couple, just like in their 60s.
Coming back. Huh?
I'm just worried.
No, why?
Did he just disrespect the entire community?
No, he didn't. He's coming to it. He'll
All
tell
right,
you
all right.
what happened.
There's
No,
more to
so
come.
That is
Yeah.
that is beyond the point, because somebody asked me if I was at the midnight mass. I was not.
Uh,
But there was an old couple in my show, okay, like a Bengali old couple,
By old couple, do you mean Kunal's age or really old?
like beyond Kunal's age.
My God,
Yeah.
really old. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they were like, they had a 20-year-old child at home and all.
Oh my God, my
Yeah.
son is 20, you bastard.
so Cyrus is age.
Me and Aisha were there. Okay, fair enough. Then
and like they were not on board with the idea of a comedy show from the get go only. Like they were.
why
like,
do these people turn up?
I don't know.
This wasn't your special, was it?
It was my
Imagine
it
special.
was. Okay, huh.
So they have not read the description on Book My Show. They
Okay.
have
Abbas
done
is like you
zero
and me going to
research
some
on-
right
They,
wing.
they just went whatever
we
happens
should
in
do
Thane.
this, go to a right wing guy's sermon and then just keep disagreeing. No, maro, saali ko. No, maro mat. Imagine just that the whole day.
Yeah, so the lady said like her name was a Catholic name, and I was like, "Are you Catholic?" She's like, "No, I'm a Bengali." I'm like, "Okay, cool." I just did some regular bong jokes and everything.
Yeah.
She's like, "No, bong people are very nice," and I'm like, "Yeah, of course, it's a comedy show." I'm just like,
Yeah.
working on stereotypes. We do that sometimes.
Making fun doesn't mean you don't like.
Yeah, so from then she just had like a sad fucking face. Both the husband and wife were just sitting like this for 40 minutes, okay? In the second row, and there are people beyond them.
That's the worst body language. The
Yeah.
folded hands.
So what happens is like people don't understand this comedy shows. There's a body language thing where like there are succubuses. As humans, they come, and then if people are sitting behind them, if they don't laugh, there's like a fucking avalanche effect of no laughter
Yeah,
coming from
yeah,
behind.
yeah.
Okay, so at some point, like she kept saying the AC is too cold, the AC is too cold. I'm like, okay,
In the middle of the act.
yeah. So I made the
Like she's saying
organizer
softly.
like,
She's
increase
saying
the
it softly
temperature.
or she's telling you on
I asked her
stage?
if she's. I regularly ask people
Oh,
if they're
that's right. Because
comfortable
of
or
body
not.
language. Yeah.
I told her the subject matter of my show is like it's fucking going to gay sex and
Yeah,
everything. So
yeah.
like get ready for it, strap in, but maybe you'll have a great time by the end of it because it's about like a whole.
So was it gay Bengali sex not being looked at that irritated her, or? I'm sorry. Please continue.
I don't know. I think maybe husband was not making her happy.
Stop
I don't know
it!
what was
So
the
how
reason.
did it end?
So basically, then at some point again, I asked at 40 minutes of my show. Like I do a 90-minute show, so I was like, I can't keep on doing this with your fucking Sorella face in the middle.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ma'am, are you okay? And then she's like, it's too cold. I'm like, okay, then if you're feeling too cold, I'm sorry, we can't because I'm performing. I have to have.
And there are 100 other people. You
yeah,
have to
yeah.
cater
So
to
can
them.
you please go? And she was like, okay, I'm going. And then she left.
You asked her to
What?
leave.
Yeah,
Actually,
mean.
that's better. No.
that's better than.
Don't ask them to leave. Bro.
He tried for 40 minutes to get her
If
on
I ask
board.
people who don't like me to leave, there'll be no one there.
That's a different
Come
thing.
on.
And that's why you use the
We've
laughter
been there.
track.
I've been there. Like I performed in Thane for 3 people where the luxury was not there, so I had
Yeah.
to win them over.
Yeah.
But now there's a point where like do some research.
But see, they
to
weren't
know
even
what
mean.
to
They
comment.
were just out of it. So that's not so bad.
Yeah, they
I'm
were
saying the guy's trying to give you trouble. Every time you
of
talk, he's
course,
trying to override
that
you.
person would have
That's
thrown
different.
away in 5 minutes. Not
Yeah.
I wouldn't wait for 40 minutes. Half
Yeah,
my show.
But the uncle was quiet.
Bro,
Yeah, uncle was just quiet.
now
close,
they need
stone-faced.
therapy because they were sad.
I
they
have a
thought-
feeling the uncle saw the description. He probably wanted to see
Yeah,
the
explore,
show.
yeah. I even tried like I do daddy jokes.
See, there are
and
only
everything. I have,
two-
like Bengali
Two
jokes.
guys, the
Mm.
two types. One is fans who know about Naveen and they'll come because so there's no problem
Ah.
there.
Yeah.
Or the second type is the type who take a chance and then they have to look at the description, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
probably see a link or something.
So this
Yeah,
happened in
okay.
Baroda also, where like a couple came and sat at the back, but they were having a great time because I was
Yeah.
involving them and
Mm,
everything. So I
mm.
tried involving them, but they were not having it. So I'm like, at this point, you're not enjoying the show. I'm not enjoying your presence. You're in the second row. If someone sits and
And in a comedy room, how can you not, be part of it?
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, then why are you there?
she
It's
laughed at
ridiculous.
perhaps one bit. She laughed.
Tell
at.
me which one.
That was about Gujarati and Garba. So it's
So she was anti-Gujarati,
Yeah.
pro-Bengali, anti-gay, pro-hetero, but not outside Bengal.
exactly.
So you had to get your market
Yeah,
right.
you narrowed her
It's all
perfectly
about the
down.
freaking market.
Yeah.
Rishi, these kids don't understand
Yeah.
comedy. पहला पूछो market कौन है?
Yeah.
If I go to a pure gay market, I only make gay, heterosexual jokes. It's the way it's done. I mean, just sell
Yeah,
yourself.
so then they left, and then I bitched about them for the next 3 minutes. कि ऐसा क्यों आते हैं,
Did the audience
show?
laugh when they leave?
The audience enjoyed, they lost it, because then like the rows behind
So
them
they
opened
became
up.
the enemy.
Yeah, because then I was like asking
Yeah.
I couldn't even see the people behind them, her, right? Because the man was so big. So I'm like, what's your name? And they were like, yeah, man, they were fucking ruining the entire vibe because they was giving us sad vibes from there. So then everybody opened up. The show ended on a blast. Okay, like full, like everybody was having a great time. So it's sometimes important to just eliminate that. So I wouldn't ask my parents to come and do that show, because like when Russell Peters is like, my mom is in the audience, I'm like, why? You fucking talk about dicks all the time. Just like it's weird.
It all depends, bro.
Yeah.
The first 2 times it'll be like that. By the third time they see your act, it'll be all nothing for them. So I think you should start now.
I guess it's also because if you're doing an arena like Russell Peters,
Yeah,
then,
it doesn't
and,
matter.
and your mother is saying that 2,000 other people are laughing at your jokes, then what are you going to say?
Yeah.
No, but one day he'll be performing for the entire country, right?
Yeah.
It'll be considered like woke.
Yeah.
And you have to allow this and all that kind of thing. So they'll be forced to listen. They should know.
Don't like force the laughter. Okay.
Life is
Oh,
all,
we have to appreciate because it's
Abbas,
woke.
life is all about movement and counter movement. Today is blue, tomorrow's green. This happens all the time.
I know, but comedy is like the last this thing. If it's funny, that only then people laugh.
Yeah.
No.
It's very rare that people will laugh. Oh,
You haven't seen Kapil Sharma's show? Okay.
I find him funny, Baba. I don't know what
Oh, touchy.
Yeah.
Touchy.
Anyway, so talking about actually there is no segue here. Fuck it.
Oh, and we have no break, by the way.
There's no big. That's what it's exhausting.
And
to do
Kiran,
these
who is
non-break
now
jo-
part of
non-break
IVM
shows.
management, says, guys, please like the show if you haven't done it yet.
But these are the members only. Of course, they like
That's
the show.
true. Are you
Yeah.
sure?
I hope so.
Wait,
In the meantime,
Ruben has a very interesting point. In our Easter church service, there was an uncle in orange kurta, pajama, standing in front and writing notes in some notebook as if he was recording everything that was happening.
Whoa, that
That's
sounds
interesting.
sinister.
Yeah.
No, but then he wouldn't be wearing an orange kurta if his
That's very
intentions
much
were
no,
in your
no,
face.
that's very stereotype. Orange kurta means he's suddenly
the way he's
right-wing
describing, and then
activist.
he would write something in his.
Bro,
Where's your church?
it's possible that
Ruben?
he's Catholic and still wearing an orange
Yeah, it
kurta.
is.
What's wrong with this? The world? What's happening now? But I suspect he was definitely right wing and causing trouble.
Just a fear of things, and also like the Christians are very pacifist.
No, but
people.
who's writing? It's a good point. Now, why are you writing in the church? What are you writing?
Exactly.
Your dad, fan has to be cleaned.
Yeah, my father's there.
Come
Feedback
on.
form for like later.
Really?
We do that, okay? Like if in the churches, like I was in the youth group or I was in the choir member group or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So after every performance, so to say, like the mass and everything, we sit back and do and we don't call it positives and negatives, we like positives and point for improvement, okay? So like we do that evaluation after the service is done. So probably this guy is probably making notes like the choir is not on.
I have
tune,
one
whatever.
complaint with the Catholic Church,
Hmm.
and is that during the Good Friday and also the midnight mass, the traditional one, they make you get up and sit too much. It's like doing exercise.
Yeah.
And it's also late night, your body's already not responding well to all this, man. Up, down, up, down. Can they curtail that a little bit
Oh,
without
yeah.
being disrespectful?
This is Hyderabad, Ruben is saying.
Hmm.
That's a little tense, no? The situation over there.
But
sometimes.
why? We told him the whole service is being recorded and live streamed. So that seems a little bit like you better watch out. We're recording you.
You know what happened?
What?
He
Yeah.
preferred that stream to our show, that particular
and rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
But I just want to say, this your couple who doesn't laugh reminds me, the guy who went after Masoom in the crowd.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
Till,
different. That's
till
a
he
physical,
came.
intimidating presence.
No, but I'm saying I was also on the lineup in that show.
You were
till,
there?
till Masoom came on stage, he was
Yeah.
laughing. Him and his wife.
Yeah.
were
So
laughing.
who was on before? What was the topics rather?
Me,
So
Andy
what,
Regu,
what were the
was there
topics you
and
did? Did you do anything political?
little bit. I also
But
touch upon religion.
nowhere close to crossing the
Back
line.
then, I was doing jokes which shat on me and my religion only.
Yeah,
So that's
oh.
why probably he was enjoying
Oh,
it.
so- Very
This
Yeah,
is
funny.
the kind of ideal
Same thing,
Muslim.
yeah, if
I guess as a Hindu, I appreciate this joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you minority.
Yeah.
So that's more dangerous when you're laughing.
But the other thing
laughing
could have
and
happened is that by the time Masoom comes on the live podcast,
Ah.
folks, we're talking about one famous incident that happened that Masoom says not to bring up, so I don't want to bring it up all the time, where he got into a
Fuck
fight.
Masoom. Bring
Yeah.
it up. Let's go.
Some BJP
Wo
activist or
Sadiqa
something
Masoom
were in the
ka-
audience and got angry and took him to
Ha,
police station.
ha.
Abbas was on that
Hmm.
lineup before, but the thing is, you guys have done the jokes and exhausted what he can take. So by the time Masoom comes on, his tolerance is now over.
And,
He's
and
allowed
people don't know Masoom like back when he was doing like his entire thing was he was like Kamra's
Yeah.
protege. Okay,
He was
like,
much worse than Kamra and better looking.
yeah.
So I don't know
and,
where it
and
went wrong.
Masoom's incredibly funny. Okay,
Yeah,
like when he's
yeah.
on stage, like if you
Did
allow
I
him,
mention better looking?
that also
Yeah.
arguable.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because Kamra's a big boy. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're a
yeah.
dirty guy.
Yeah, Kamra used to be hot, and now he's just
Why
like,
he's lost weight?
yeah.
Yeah, long ago.
Oh fuck! Like I have a photo of like
You know
He's
why?
lost hair also.
You know why, no?
Yeah.
In case he has to run.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like I have a photo of when like I had one big mic back
Mhm.
then, and Kamra's being a
Euphemism.
No, it's a
Used to
open
be,
mic that
yeah,
used to
yeah.
happen,
Okay.
and he gave me an envelope, and my partner's like, who the fuck is this guy? I'm like, this is Kunal Kamra. He's like, what? He used to be so cute, and yeah, and just like now he's like,
Can you come back to the now? This is EDD from all three panelists.
you are the one who
I mean,
puts me in
because
that
people
track.
don't know they weren't there. What
Yeah.
happened?
People
that
don't know
particular-
about Masoom.
that particular
So
time.
that particular night,
And Masoom, remember, we're not trying to bring it up just to embarrass
Arey,
you.
he's
in
not
any way.
watching this.
No, he
anyway.
said don't
there was
bring it up.
there was
ever
a
again.
Fuck it,
religious joke that Masoom said, and a man, Abbas is a better person because he was at the venue.
The
Yeah.
same man who laughed at Abbas's jokes
Yeah.
in spite of Abbas being a Muslim,
Yeah.
and he had no problem with that, which generally is a problem.
You
right,
never know
Abbas,
what
in your
triggers them
experience?
exactly.
Yeah,
Like for
yeah,
example,
yeah.
Like
same
Abbas starts by saying, "Hey guys, I'm Muslim." Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You have to-
And the interesting thing is, so just as I was about to go into my hardcore religion bit, luckily or unluckily, I got the red light to say wrap up.
Yeah.
So then I cut short my set. So
Yeah.
that could have been me. I don't
So
know.
mean of the organizer. he saw you going into bad territory and he put the red
Yeah.
light on, but went to sleep and Masoom was on.
Yeah.
The fucking canvas booth was amazing, dude. They
Yeah,
had so much
yeah.
control, and like it actually was in favor of comics, right? So you were always on the pro, but then that night something went crazy because the bouncers did not have enough response time. Otherwise if someone
Otherwise,
heckles
they
or
always
whatever-
stop people.
Yeah, if somebody heckles or gets up or something, then they have the provision of moving them
And
out.
this guy started fighting from the audience. Like
Yeah,
he got up in the audience.
yeah.
Get up
He was
and
like two
came on
shows going on.
stage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he came
yeah.
on stage.
He
came
came
on
on stage.
stage.
That's why he charged.
Turn to the audience. and
Nobody
was
said,
like,
"Uncle,
"How can
uncle,
you
jokes
laugh at
now,
this
jokes
kind
now."
of-"
Nobody said that.
Dude,
No.
like,
You know what we did to Sachin?
Canvas Laugh Club में ऐसा आके ऐसा बोलते हैं, that's just fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
Okay? Like
You know what our South Mumbai guys do? We are the cheekiest.
What?
Sachin came on stage in his height at Priyadarshini Park to inaugurate something. And immediately everybody shouted, "Sachin sing, Sachin sing, Sachin sing, Sachin sing." I think he had to sing 2 lines to the audience.
what did he sing?
I can't remember. He's sweet. He's a sweet guy. He
Yeah.
took it on the chin. But I'm just saying. That's the fun.
Sanjay Manjrekar was the singer, no?
Oh, non-stop.
Yeah.
Pretty good voice, yeah.
Hmm.
Not bad.
I think I should do one more topic, otherwise the chat will kill me. Chirag is saying there is a video of Masoom being scolded by an uncle.
Oh, that's
same
it.
uncle.
That's it.
Yeah, same
Can-
uncle.
can
But
we-
there's the police station के बाहर
Yeah,
वाला
yeah,
FIR where
yeah.
camera is with him.
Yeah.
This is the previous night.
Apology letter. I mean, like maybe it might just happen. To
I'll
me
never
tomorrow, I
forget
don't
what Kamra told him. It was a beautiful moment when he said, "Don't worry, I know a lawyer." And that's an important, as a comedian, that's such an important moment.
It is, yeah.
I say that to everybody else, and you know
Yeah.
who my lawyer is?
Who?
Akash Mehta.
Boss, don't trust Akash. Huh? You lose either way. If you get off, you have to pay him a lot of money. And if you don't, well.
Akash, I love you.
I hope he has a better lawyer.
But
on
same thing
call.
happened to Dudeja also in Dadar at Shivaji Park. We were doing this show, and we are like already on.
At Shivaji Park.
Yeah, we are
Outdoors.
Yeah, no, it was some venue. I don't remember. Habitat had like an offshoot
But
of.
now Shivaji Park is a very interesting area because
is,
people
it
coming
is.
from there can be left or right.
Yeah,
They can be
fully.
hardcore.
And now within the Shiv Sena, you can be left.
No, within
Yeah.
the Shiv Sena, you're just confused. Daddy Kaun hai?
So we were performing at a bar, and like Andy's hosting again. Andy's
Huh.
like a fucking.
Yeah.
He's a
Actually, he's
big
the
guy
bad
with
luck.
sh-
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
People on the chat, I apologize, even I don't know what's
No,
going
so
on.
there was a
Yeah.
man with his wife drinking from Palace, okay, and and wife was sober, of course, like the husband was getting drunk.
Hmm.
So with every performer, he would go up on stage and be like, "Ki मैं तुला सांगतो है, मैं तुला सांगतो है," and then like, even when I went up on stage, he's like, "Ki तू ना slow बोला कर," and I'm like, "हाँ, okay, thank
Yeah.
you, sir." And all
Just
that.
for him.
Yeah, I'm like, we all like we just, again took it on the
Addressing
chin,
him,
so to
yeah,
say.
yeah,
Dudeja goes up. He went for Dudeja also. He's like, he went up on stage and he's like, yeah. Dudeja's like, okay, thank you, sir. He didn't say anything. And then like he just randomly started, like he went to wash his hand because they were leaving the venue, okay. Wash his hand, goes to the bathroom, comes out. Dudeja's doing an Anna Hazare bit, okay. That's when he was fasting again for some reason.
Yeah.
And
Or not, we don't know for sure.
then like from the bathroom, he just fucking charges again to the stage, okay. And then like he's like, "Tu kasha bolla? How will you say to like Anna Hazare?" And then we all like on fucking what the fuck? Like he was
That's what he took offense
so
to.
fine.
So
he was
we
fine.
learned that somewhere in India there was one supporter of Anna Hazare.
Yes.
That's a great moment in comedy.
In
And
Shivaji
he's like-
Park.
But you realize what you're saying?
Yeah,
The
he's like, "Tujhe
commonality?
like ही नहीं है, like you're not even worth this.
I mean, but
fucking-"
what's the commonality? The
Yeah.
guy going later is getting more trouble. So it's
Yeah.
obviously that
Yeah,
all
yeah,
these
of
guys have a
course, yeah.
patience and tolerance level.
Yeah.
First 2-3 guys fine. Fourth, fifth guy they've reached their limit.
Yeah.
So you might have even said the same thing as Masoom and gotten
No,
away.
my jokes were better.
Oh.
And in English,
Oh,
importantly.
oh. Right. So how does he know when to laugh? He looks around. Shekhar Suman had devised a very good
What?
thing for that. He laughs himself. So then we know the gag's good.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way as a comedian. We
I
should all
think
just do
Moas
that.
and Shakers and your shows use the same laughter track.
Well, we have the same writers.
Rajiv Nigam writes for you.
Yeah. He's done one.
Yeah.
He's done one episode for us.
I really miss Movers and Shakers.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
But the only
I
problem
know.
with these guys is they write long form. And you got 23 minutes and lots of skits. Everything has to be really short. So
But
writing.
Moas and Shakers were also like an hour, no?
No, but the monologues are different. Monologues you can write. But if you write any skit format, it's like
AMH
25
as
minutes.
Samir is asking which city is most comic friendly.
I would
Bangalore.
say.
Bangalore, but then even there, Veer Das's show was
It depends.
not allowed to happen.
Depends.
and
On Valentine's
Kabra
Day, you
also.
couldn't do a show normally because the Ram Sene would get upset, but now that's
Hmm.
changed. But there are right wingers anywhere. Exactly, you can get into trouble anywhere.
Yeah.
What you should do is lock
More-
the
I
door
think
from inside.
the thing with Bombay and Bangalore is like this enough amount of like right wing nonsense, but also like the left wing is strong enough to
Yeah.
like support you. So it's like not like if at my show somebody is from the right and comes and attacks me, my peeps are there to fucking fight back. Okay, so that's why.
You sound like Sicilian now. Your peeps are all everywhere.
Yeah, it's
Guns.
come to that now. It's just
Yeah,
that.
actually.
It's just
Intifa,
like that.
Zindabad.
We are on
Kill the right, says
on the
Naveen.
edge all the time, aware of this could happen to anybody.
But this is why I
at
tell
any
you
given
guys to
time.
work out a little bit more. So push comes to shove, you can be able to defend yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Like Silvery has no chance. He has no.
Yeah.
He's got the upper body strength
Munawar
of a
Farooqi
mosquito.
is thin as fuck, but still he got into trouble.
Thin for running, but to protect himself, I'm a little worried. A little bit of first-hand martial arts training. I mean, have you watched Return of the Dragon?
The problem is everybody has a camera on their phone now. That's the only thing. So like if it was like
Yeah.
That's your answer to judo.
no,
And-
my answer is Rocky 5. Okay, the streets will take the answer. Like tera nahi mera
I mean,
Hindu
you've got
Muslim
such a
Christian
bad temper. You should get martial arts training.
That's why I'm very worried about myself.
Yeah, because you lose it. You should be able to
Like,
then defend yourself.
Like the last time I probably had like almost gonna fight somebody was with the bus conductor in Borivali. Okay, like that was the last.
Who had
time
come
I-
for the show?
No. This was like after college. Like it was like I'm gonna go. But then since then I've never really had that situation ever in my life.
But tell me, forget comedy.
Hmm.
You have a bit of a temper, so don't you get into fights over the years here and there?
I haven't, surprisingly.
But then how does it end with you getting angry and nothing else happening? Because sometimes some idiot will be angry too.
No one's come that close ever. I think I have the gift of wit, but also knowing when to say what. Like I say stuff over here because I know it's like free range for us in a way. But in a controlled public environment, I'm very like not.
There was this episode, Sparsh, where he got a little angry and there was, I don't
With
know about the
Sriram?
weight and all that. I don't want to mention names.
Shriram was
again-
also on the lineup, by
again-
the way, on the Masoom night.
Yeah.
Before or after.
I think that was the threshold.
Wherever there's trouble, there's Sriram.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
No
Swayam
pun,
Shri Ram padare hai.
no pun intended. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So I think words can be.
Shovik, I don't understand what this means because I don't have enough hip culture here. Munawar Farooqi is best friends with MC Stan, the rapper, right?
I assume, yes.
What does that mean? But why can't
have
he
no
be best
idea.
friends? Is he a right wing MC Stan?
No, MC Stan is MC Stan.
And in UP, is it MC Stan?
Yeah.
Okay.
MC
In
Stan.
UP, it's Mother Chot Stan.
Yeah.
You know your UP.
Stanwa.
Okay, last topic only, second and last topic. Salman Khan was giving a press conference and he said that OTT platforms should have censorship. He said, I just think content on OTT should be checked. Jitna clean hoga, utna
This is a guy
better
who walks
hoga.
around without clothes.
The guy who hosts Big Boss. Fucking the
But he's the guy who made no clothes mandatory.
yeah.
In college plays, men started taking off their clothes and not all of them have chisels.
Have you seen the press conference?
Not
Naveen?
yet.
It's actually like he's in his element, which is very rare to see
Yeah.
him. Somebody just
He was laughing and all, no?
yeah, and
This is
it was a
rare.
Filmfare Award. Again, not a supporter of Salman Khan,
Yeah.
but this one moment was very interesting where it was a Filmfare Award press conference, and someone asked him about, do you do films for awards? What do you think about them? It's like, हमारे घर में तो stopper की तरह use करते हैं Filmfare Award. It's like back
Hey, let's
in,
get Salman on.
And,
I like Salman.
apparently. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
next door only.
So,
Yeah.
Back in
Kuch ho na,
1990, he's exposing also. He's like, मुझे बोला गया था मुझे award मिलेगा आप ceremony पे आ जाना. I'm sitting there and they are announcing nominees, this and that and everything. And the winner is Jackie Shroff. उस दिन के बाद से मैंने award को छोड़ दिया. Like it's very
Let's get Jackie Shroff
unhinged.
then.
Yeah.
I mean, he won.
Jackie will
fuck,
come,
if
yeah.
Jackie Shroff you bring, I
He'll
would
come
be-
he will bring a plant
We
with
had him
him.
on Loveline a couple of times.
Yeah.
And it was great fun. He's as disconnected from
Yeah,
things as
totally.
me. So the whole,
Yeah.
like he suddenly gets distracted by something in the middle of the conversation was great fun.
Just
But-
like
but
I
good
was,
vibe.
I was walked into Hive randomly and he's just like sitting and talking to a bunch of like young,
Jaggu?
yeah.
What are you saying?
He was there like Rohan Sabarwal, the filmmaker, and like a bunch of people were sitting Rhea here and all.
He's got a
And
deep voice, huh?
yeah, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm such a big fan. He's like,
Yeah.
kya bidu, kya bolta? And I just went like, oh fuck. He called me bidu. I was like, oh fuck.
Cyrus, just like you,
Paid for my drinks. so for
Jackie
me,
is no
great.
difference between an on-screen and off-screen persona.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's no
Yeah.
difference. And also he's a
I feel
he's
there's a major
he's-
difference. But on screen, like he's playing all police officers, Tera Naam Liya and all that. But off screen, he's a badass cool motherfucker. Like I think I don't know how
so
Tiger Shroff is his son.
he's
Like
very
that's how
egalitarian, which is not normal with the film star
Yeah,
heroes.
yeah, yeah.
As in,
Yeah.
whether you're a spot boy or whatever,
he can.
he's just
He does
gonna put his
the
hand around a spot boy and share a BD for 2 seconds and all. Some of those guys, they keep their distance. So he's not like that
like
at all.
I did not know Jackie Shroff was like this person until everybody watched the Maushiji gun video, right? The polio ad.
Yeah.
It was like some fucking ad, right? Remember?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Line kya like
Tika lene ka.
जाने का fuck that ad. I'm like, what? Who is this guy?
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know that the character was like played on TV and
On him.
because Anil Kapoor does that. Anil Kapoor like, oh man, Anil Kapoor.
He's also friendly, but Jackie's another level.
Yeah,
Like he's
yeah.
and he's very genuine guy. He's also from my ilaka. So remember from our area in South Bombay. So he's from the
Valkeshwar.
Malba Hill, Valkeshwar turn.
Right.
We used to call it Chota Gujarat because that became the very Gujarati population started going there. And so Jackie is about half Nepalese and half Gujarati. He's Chase
Half
Gujarati.
Nepalese, I didn't know. Haan, he's
Yeah.
Gujarati
Yeah,
side,
so,
I know.
Yeah, so when I told him when we met and all that MTV days, and I told him about the fact that I come, he was very happy. I felt that bond immediately because we have like 5 pioneers who've come from there. You can count them on your fingers. Sunil Shetty sold out recently and moved to Bandra just now, like a month back.
Wow.
So it's like literally 4 or 5 people. Akshay Khanna.
Probably
I
after the
remember
wedding.
Simi Garewal.
he was doing some interview with I think Anushka or someone.
Yeah.
And at the end, there was this trend because of Coffee with Karan of giving the guest something, okay,
Yeah.
like a small thing. So he was the most guests take it, thank you very much, and this gift is sponsored by, and the credits roll. Jackie is the only one who unwrapped the whole thing, and it was like a shawl. And the first thing he's like, he's like, "Mast item, right? Kidhar se lai?"
But you've never. I'm drunk with Jackie. So that puts me in another category.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's
Proper
awesome.
drinking evening. I mean, we sat with him. He paid for everything. The moment
Oh, fuck.
he put his card on the counter or whatever. I was like, Kunal, forget the women. It's all free.
Right now, like there's a video
Super
going around
guy.
of his
Tadka, anda tadka.
under tadka
Kari
like, going
patta.
on, and he's just like, and like it's apna who's that? Apna
Afghani?
Sikandar Kher only asking him.
Oh,
like,
right.
and he's also like you can see that he's heard this before, so he just wants him to like act it out even further for fucking camera, right?
Yeah.
Jagu dada, how do you make tadka under?
Anda le,
He's
yolk
just-
nikal,
He just oozes
kari
personality.
patta le.
You know what? Like how difficult it is for so many of these youngsters, like fucking Karthik Aaryan, right? Like this zero zilch personality. Like he just got it. Varun Dhawan. I can't. That fucking like, oh, I got a grainy fucking face. I'm gonna walk
It had
around.
to happen. If you're going to praise one Bollywood, it's like physics, right? Every action is equal to an
I
opposite
become
reaction.
mean Varun Dhawan face.
Yeah. We had to do that. We praised Jackie. We got to take
Yeah.
3 down. Take 3 down.
This is my Varun Dhawan face.
Yeah.
इसको बोलते हैं आराम का मामला. Hate him. The worst fucking
Why?
feature. His face gives me that fucking feeling that he's just putting on so much effort to just be likable. You're not. Okay? If you have to work so hard to be with 1% of Govinda's personality, what the fuck is your life? Like, dude, you're just trying to. I don't know. I get you.
No, we get it. We get it. The fact that you've not had
Respect.
violence is the question. Yeah.
I mean, your
yeah.
father's David, the one make great movies. Okay, choose a career where you can shine, dude. He's still trying.
Bro, he's done.
still trying.
He's had some hits. It's not
But
like his,
October was the only decent movie he acted in. Okay,
I think he's
let's
had
say
at least 3 hits so far.
whatever.
We'll have to check the
Like commercial
bibliography.
hits and actual acting films don't count.
Actual acting is subjective. What do you
Varun
want to talk
Dhawan
about?
is a travesty. I'm so sorry.
Shall we go to the AMAs?
No, I want to fight for Varun.
No, it's okay.
It's a Parsi name to begin with.
He can come defend himself on
Yeah.
the show.
Hey, so we want Jackie, we want Varun, and I want Tiger because I've never spoken to Tiger.
Why do you want Varun?
Tiger seems like
Why not? I would chat
nice.
with him. Tiger seems nice, no?
Yeah.
But he seems too polite.
Hmm.
Like Jackie's more like your guy next door you can hang with.
Also, I just want to put out since people are talking about the rant. This week on Vartalab, I did a 20-minute rant
Oh.
about certain topics. I won't say what, but you have to check it out. And we have it on members only, so please.
Is there a
subscribe.
short version?
There is no short.
Can you
version.
give it to us? Highlights.
There is no highlight.
Give us 30 seconds of the rant, then I'll
It was
tune in.
just like I had
A trailer.
I had a couple of Twitter kerfuffles over the last couple of
Oh,
weeks.
Okay.
So I just like ranted about
Subject?
Gen Zs.
cat related.
Gen Zs on Twitter.
Anti-cat people.
And anti-cat or just like generally people who have too much opinion and time on Twitter, essentially. So it
Okay.
was just
That's our panelist, but yeah, okay, I get it.
हमेशा saying वो Indian Express journalist नहीं है.
Okay, why?
नहीं ना इधर भांडा फोड़ने को.
One sec. Shadab Ahmed. I said I want Tiger on the show, so Shadab saying Tiger Memon, please. Who, by the way, was in class with Rafael, my sound engineer from Mahim,
Oh really?
when I was doing radio.
Okay.
you have a 6 degree of separation from
I'm just telling how
everybody,
people, how we know people. Not that
Yeah.
we know people, but they used to play cricket together. He's a Tiger was like a really normal guy, and everything was,
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody's a psychopath, but you can see what they're going to do.
Hmm,
Like in our case, in IVM, Spurs, Rishi look to me a little scary.
maybe.
They've got that inner goodness, which
Yeah.
is bottled up.
Right now, I'm just
Rishi is going to kill. I'm
One
putting
day,
it in
yeah.
writing. Rishi is going. Naveen, take him to your show. So you put him onto that guy who's irritating the crowd.
Okay, we have 10 minutes. Let's go to the AMAs. Gurudas Pal is asking, where is Niv? How one video went
Yeah, where's
viral
Niv?
and person changed now,
What?
not coming to
Abbas,
our own
can I tell you something?
podcast.
And I blame Sparsh for this. Moment Sparsh came with his wavy female hair,
Yeah,
all the
yeah. He
females are dropping out of the
stopped
show.
programming.
No, there are no women in the show. And I told him we need women on the show. We can't just have men on the show. It becomes
Yeah.
a lad culture. Huh?
Who got you Saiba Bali? He
Saiba
asks.
send me something on Insta. Then I pass it on to you. Okay, let's be honest. Okay?
I
Okay.
genuinely thought her name was Saiba Bali.
Seema came to me. I don't want them to come to me. They come to me, then I'd send them to you. Well, I'm going to do PR from now on. I think that's my thing. Honestly, I'll get you Jackie. I'll get you Tiger. One of the tigers. I know which
Yeah.
tiger.
Niv is
Sh-
here
Shehnaz-
actually. She's
Shehnaz
working on
also.
a very intense show, so that's taking up most
Who,
of her
who,
time.
who?
Niv.
What intense show is she working on?
We'll
We
find
can't
out
give out
Her
trade
next
secrets.
viral video. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Okay. The
So
next
we don't have any
question-
girls coming on the show anymore.
There's Urjita, Ayushi once in a while.
But they're not coming enough.
That's one problem
Sparsh?
Cyrus must have had a lot.
I'm going to give you one instruction, Sparsh. I'm going to give him one instruction. Please bear with me. Girls! Now let's get on with the show.
Nice.
Samir asks, why do all Delhi comics sound the same?
Oh, gee, really?
That's true.
Who says, yaar? मैं तो पता
Why,
नहीं.
as in because
my
they're all
favorite
in
my
Delhi?
favorite Delhi comic quirk is मेरा ना एक दोस्त है
हाँ.
नहीं चूतिया तू ही है तूने किया है चूतिया बात तेरे दोस्त ने नहीं किया है they always put like something कि मेरे दोस्त को ना depression हो गया है नहीं यार तुझे हुआ है depression तू accept करना like all these Delhi comics it's funny but there are some like really funny people like Delhi scene is one where the comic makes you work
No, but
like,
is
the
he say-
comedy makes you work
Is he
as a
saying?
comic.
Is he saying the material is the same or the sound is the same? Two different things.
the cadence is the same
Yeah.
like that's the
Fucking
rhythm of
shit.
it all
Bugger picks up a lot of English on that train ride from Bandup. What the hell is he talking about? Cadence.
Cadence.
cadence
Cadence.
something even
Delhi
Anu
में
Menon
cadence होता है ना,
complimented me
गांडो?
about, like,
What?
Anu Menon also complimented me recently about
Really?
my grammar skills. Yeah.
You
There
got
you
you got that. You know, I have these Maharashtrian uncle friends of mine who
Mm.
speak with funny accents, but they have very good power over the language.
Yeah.
So suddenly they say things like, you know, in Marathi style they say big
Yeah.
instead of large. big metamorphosis.
Yeah.
You know, suddenly the big word comes. Yeah.
So what's that guy? He makes Marathi reels on Instagram where he was like, the word "we" is always silent in Marathi. Like, if you give sensitive topic.
Yeah.
yeah. It's amazing. That guy, no.
Hey, one second.
Wait, I shall be
So
fine.
that's why I asked this. I heard this guy asking about
Yeah.
the girl's vagina.
Okay, moving on. Shavik has asked, what's your favorite politically incorrect joke? Its members only go all out.
Shweta's fighting for my name, but like, please give it up, Shweta. It's okay.
Hmm.
इन लोगों को नहीं आने वाला है.
Hmm.
Cyrus doesn't understand my origin, place, and
Cyrus?
Cyrus.
Hey, the V is silent, Chutia.
What's your favorite politically
yeah.
incorrect joke?
Do you have one?
Do you have
Naveen?
any formal joke?
I
can't
think
Huh.
like from Kamra's special recently that cracked me up like crazy.
Hmm.
Like that Kamra also does this like you know what did the cab driver say, so I can then use the cab driver's line to deliver this joke.
हाँ.
But the cab driver came from Delhi, so in a way it's okay.
Yeah,
it's the
so,
connection.
so
yeah.
वो the line where he says कि सीता के पति के नाम पे नीता के पति का पेट भर रहा है. So that's the line, right? Like it's such a poignant line that was like yeah.
Dude, Kamra used to do this joke, you remember? I got into a cab once and the cab driver was playing an AIB podcast. So I was like, अरे cab driver लोग आजकल AIB सुन रहे हैं. So I was like, भैया आपको AIB पसंद है? And he turned back and I was like, अरे शाक्या.
Oh, fuck. Kamra had a lot of great jokes. Like
do you
Hey,
have-
let's get him on.
yeah,
Just
he
Let's
was
get
like
Kunal Kamra on.
my friend was complaining
worked in
about like
MTV.
losing his laptop in the
he was in
rickshaw.
MTV. He
But
worked in
then-
MTV. I remember him.
Well, he worked on your show also.
He may have on my show.
Because his Twitter bio used to say that. I remember way
But
back.
what he did do is we did an ad film of Shah Rukh Khan's where I did voiceovers. That was the
Okay.
last time I worked with him before he became the sensation.
Hmm.
And we were discussing working out because he become really
Wait,
fat.
what was the
That's
question?
my
It was
memory.
like for
Politically incorrect joke. You have
What the
one?
hell?
You have a politically
I
incorrect
don't believe
joke?
in political satire.
members only,
I tried it
Cyrus.
for 17 years. We've gone nowhere. So we just make jokes about my parents. It's always
Okay.
this simple.
I think I keep saying politically incorrect stuff
Yeah.
all the time.
There
What
was
is the
one
last-
I read, which is like I read it on
Oh,
internet
acha.
somewhere.
Instead of those,
Politically
instead of,
incorrect
So he's
joke.
got his own style. Yeah,
Yeah.
no cab driver.
No, not
I
mine.
read
And
it
this
somewhere.
Is a politically incorrect joke. It's members only. That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying it. No,
Yeah.
no way. I would
Abbas is
say
saying it
this.
ABBAS. Yeah, go on.
What do you call the useless skin around a vagina? A woman.
Kunal.
Oh shit, I have one. I read this online only.
Yeah.
This is not right at all. So just like
Yeah.
use it as you don't fucking clip it.
What a
please.
disclaimer.
Yeah,
This-
please,
you
please.
better be
I'm
careful
just, like, putting
now.
this out.
Yeah.
Why does Beyonce sing to the left to the left?
Why?
Because N words have no rights.
Moving on. The next question.
Maybe we should look at the questions before we take them. Member or no member.
Okay, Ruben has a serious question.
But the good thing is these aren't your jokes. You're passing on jokes. So it's not you.
Yeah,
It's
it's
that
not
person.
my
Yeah, not
That
ours.
person who's responsible.
Serious question. What's the difference between pantry, cafeteria, and canteen? Everyone uses different words, and I'm always confused.
देखिए सुनिए सर इसमें क्या है कि pantry it's all about size. Pantry is the smallest. Like you have in a plane, you go to the pantry, and then you got cafeteria, which is the largest. No, canteen is the largest. Cafeteria
Yeah.
is in the middle.
Yeah.
It's all a size.
What do we have?
Less than pantry कुछ है?
Would this be a canteen?
Can I complain about IBM's canteen here,
Yes.
or whatever you want to call it? It's size wise, okay. There's enough stuff and all that, but there's
Huh.
nothing there. It's like
Because it's supposed to
like,
be a lunch room, not
it's
a.
like, you
not
know,
a
It's now there's at least a room for that.
Yeah.
Like in the old office,
yeah, but
we
there's,
used to sit in the storeroom and eat.
I mean,
I mean, it's
storeroom
like
to
having the Lok Sabha, but nothing
and then
happens inside.
the microwave and the access to the chai wood mechanism was
Yeah.
one little
One lane
space.
next to the washroom.
Next to the washroom, and there was always one Suresh over there. Okay, our help Suresh was just sitting over
Suresh
there.
is still there.
Yeah, and it's
Card-carrying
only
member.
enough for him to get stuck with his ass entirely.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
like, can you pass me the cup? Poor guy had to get up, like, how can I remove myself from here? Find a mug from the
Those were-
lowest rung.
Those were dark days, Abbas.
Those
What
were
he's saying is
really.
very, very
Amit
true.
never ventured there.
Amit
would
only
never
saw
get out.
photographs. We didn't.
Yeah.
We couldn't risk it.
Like, even
Yeah,
Abbas
we
and I
couldn't.
would not risk it
Yeah.
because like this Shravan and I never went there.
He's not fat shaming you. It's the size of the furniture.
It's
that
the,
I
it's
know,
the,
Baba.
the reality of it all.
Yeah.
We all are big size people.
Anybody got a better answer for pantry versus cafe versus canteen?
I used to think so because I've only heard the term pantry on trains. I was like,
Planes,
it's a
trains,
moving,
yeah.
like if it's a moving transport,
That's a good point.
that might be a pantry.
In a moving
Don't get your
transport,
pantry in a twist, yeah.
It's a pantry. A canteen is something where they actually don't cook food. They just bring like canteen as a storage
right.
This
mechanism.
guy is so intelligent.
So even your
Mr.
water
Bandu,
canteen,
1998.
Yeah. So a canteen is basically where people bring food pellets and then they just like
And the cafeteria, uncle?
cafeterias where they actually cook food and they make it fresh.
Are you
So
serious? You're just making this all up.
I'm actually making.
But in Indian context, whenever they
no, I'm actually making a point, but I'm giving you this reality. Shit.
Call Shakya. You tell him to keep the car running. He's coming down.
We
in
have
5
more
minutes.
fun on members only. see.
Ramanathan Nilakanthan asks, does Cyrus even know of his episodes being taken into news by Indian Express and all?
I just got told while having early breakfast with the young lad here that we have a very interesting Indian Express. I'll call him fan, who looks at everything and then puts the articles out and finds controversy in our guests from time to time, which is interesting. I guess
was
because
the-
there's no controversy out there in India otherwise,
Yeah.
without our guests. So yeah, it's good.
Samir Kolpekar asks, Naveen, were you approached for Pune Comedy Fest?
No.
Why?
Vivek Desai doesn't like me. I make fun of
Can
him.
we have Vivek
openly.
Desai on?
Yeah.
We can ask him this question.
Cyrus, you'll
Please
regret
bring
it within
Please
5
bring
minutes.
him on because I want you to see him. Please. Oh, it's a work of art, Cyrus.
But
That man cannot talk about anything else apart from himself for even 5 seconds.
But is there a problem? Do you have a fight with him?
No, like we have roasted Pune Comedy Festival, Akash and I on Vartalab. Like he just like Akash is also not there on it. So like there are like so this guy Vivek Desai, he's a because I don't
He's
know.
a comedian?
He's getting to that.
He's a magician, Cyrus. He's a
Okay.
magician who tries comedy. So you know those guys.
He makes
right?
comedy disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, people watch him and they're like, for my next trick, I need a stool and a rope. Like that's how it is. So
You get
Yeah.
let me explain to Abbas.
So
what
all
he's
the
saying is that you kill yourself because of
Right,
you hang
okay.
so all the comics
Try-
are OML,
try-
of
Got it,
course.
got it.
Yeah.
All the comics are OML, and it's the only comedy festival where there are comics at the lineup, and fucking their OML managers also standing on stage as if like they've done
To
something.
perform.
No, to just like
Oh, okay.
show off कि हमने एक क्या गान चल रहे थे वो wow, क्या मस्त हम लोग वो, no, that's what. So I don't care. Pune Comedy Festival is a little.
But it's politics basically.
Yeah, it's a little
You
political.
don't get along with Vivek Jain.
Desai.
Desai. All right.
Yeah,
okay.
he's just a wiry little weirdo.
It's probably straight on top of that moron.
Anuj Poddar asks,
Huh.
AMF for Naveen and Abbas, I'm not sure if this happens with others as well, but but I have hardly found any specials funny on Prime or Netflix. Not even one joke. But those comics are great in live shows.
What? I don't understand the question. But thanks, Anuj.
There's
As-
one out of two. There was the second part.
Yeah.
When they watch the specials on Amazon Prime or
Indian guys.
Netflix, they don't find it as funny, but when they watch the same guys live, they're
Yeah,
really
do you
funny.
mean only Indian? Because there are some very funny, like abroad comics, of course. Like
I-
James A. Casta has a
No,
fucking
but
four-part series.
cutaways of one reel and all sometimes don't always work. Is
That's
that
that's the fucking bastardization of comedy right now
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
modern world, right? Where it's like it's boiled down to people's attention span.
like you
being
can't
15
do a
seconds.
reel where the end is the elephant got the drink because you have to begin with three
Yeah,
men in a bar.
like-
Yeah,
like my
that's
show,
what I was
what's
coming
going
to.
on?
I think
Yeah.
we haven't yet mastered the idea,
Context
the
is important.
point of shooting a comedy special.
Yeah.
It's a different sort of filmmaking, I think.
Also, if he's doing a comedy special on his life or whatever, he's creating a whole drama.
narrative.
Where
Yeah.
Anuj
the
is
second
saying-
half, he'll get more laughs out of it because he's created everything in the first half.
I
That's what our
understand.
podcast is. The first 40 minutes is crap. But the last 20 minutes, Rishi, I tell you, Mark Kasam, Ben shoots, as we say in Hebrew, Ben shoots.
Right. He
Yeah.
says, I understand on YouTube they share the best part, but in special they get a chance to provide the context and everything, but live shows never translate.
You realize when you
Not
don't?
never.
You-
There are, I think,
Like watch
Kanan
Chappelle
Gill's-
ones from 90s.
Okay, I'm thinking of
Are you-
Indian
We're
ones.
talking Indian only. I think
Chappelle
that-
is Indian
yeah,
in a way, yeah.
Kanan Gill's second special I thought
on
was very
Netflix
well
was
shot.
really,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
well
yeah,
done.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's one. Let's
Is
take
Kanan your
two
favorite
more.
comedian of all time?
Not really.
Top 5?
Not really.
Top 10?
Maybe.
Top 10?
He's a very
Yeah.
good comedian though. Like
So let's go. Bill Burr,
Yeah.
I know, I'm
Louis
thinking-
C.K.,
yeah.
Mike Myers,
No.
and then you don't like Mike Myers?
No.
Ah,
I mean, he's a good sketch comedian. And,
you look down on his skit style, huh?
no, I don't know. He's not a stand-up
Not
comedian.
yet there.
I thought he was
He's
doing
done
stand-up.
stand-up.
Yeah.
He's a short
I like
guy.
him in sketch, Wayne's World, Shrek.
He
all
got very
that.
touchy with Mike Myers. Huh?
Can't believe it.
How about Michael
He
Myers?
prefers
the
Mike
murderer?
Myers to Kanan.
Yeah.
What's Kanan's surname?
Gil.
Gil. There you go. Who's a lovely guy. Kanan.
Yeah, great guy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take last two.
We're scared of
Sumit
Kanan now.
Saurabh's special is really good if you want to watch
Country.
something that is more
Who?
like
What?
Sumit Saurabh. He's also a normal comic, but like someone,
Sumit Saurav.
Sumit Saurabh.
No, these are the Bihari first name upper caste issues which I don't get into. You give me the full name, na? Sinha? Give me the full fucking
Sumit
name.
was
Na?
and
Sumit
Saurabh.
Saurabh.
Pratik Sanket, Rajesh Rakesh. Man, Chod is two different names. Chod is the surname. That's a very wrong thing to say.
So,
Wrong
to
comparison.
answer the
Wait,
question,
but there was a question.
basically answer the question like when you look at like there's a lot of people saying a lot of things when a streaming body gets involved. Okay, like for example, you'll watch HBO specials; they're really fucking good. Comedy Central specials are really fucking good because they know what it's like to produce comedy and not have so much like involvement in it. Whereas certain OTTs, I've heard from people who have worked like and put out specials, is that there's too much involvement from like the day one only. Like the script is being analyzed to the word. So that's why
So
like,
basically, foreigners can do it really well and we can't. So why
Yeah.
don't we stop comedy for 10 years?
yeah, so
and
right
come
now,
back
even,
in
even in that
2030?
regard, like right now, not many specials are going out on Prime as like
Yeah,
a. So they're again like okay, giving Zakir only because that works. Okay, so it's clear that he
I heard
got
Zakir
millions
is
of
doing the
views.
same special again as the second special.
Yeah, he could, and they would be like, yeah, his fans will watch it also. उनको नहीं समझते.
He was the headliner at Pune Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
So maybe he said, I don't want Naveen.
No, he likes me
How do you
Yeah.
know?
because we know each other. Like I've known everybody
Is
in the
Zakir
scene.
Tubby?
तभी मतलब
Have you
Fatty-
seen?
fat-
Do you know who Zakir Khan is?
Of course.
He's
Gopal's
not.
very good friend. So he's
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
showing us bites.
He's not
he's
fat.
yeah he's
By the way, Zakir was supposed to come on this show. I had reached I paid for the, I was very angry that day.
Hmm.
I paid for the link. I reached there and Amit called and said he's not coming.
oh
Yeah. He suddenly realized that it's not worth coming. But at the, 15 minutes to go for the show. Were you on the show? One of you were with his producers.
No,
Just
must have been Antriksh.
not me no.
Oh, that's why I didn't come then. Okay, makes sense.
Anyway, Ashish's question I
Yeah.
flashed twice, but we haven't answered.
Yeah.
AMF for Cyrus, how did you set your routine to sleeping early and waking up likewise?
Not working, it's waking. See,
Waking.
W-A-K-I-N-G is wake.
Was there some procedure you said to be able to do so, or did it happen?
My
over time?
wife got an assignment when my son was about 3 years old to go to South Africa to shoot one of these Hindi films for 8-9 days. She shoots stills on the, like a wedding photographer, the loser on the set, poor thing standing there. Because the actors are tired, then you go and take their stills, so mostly they don't want to take it,
Yeah.
etc. So they started using young ladies and all and getting better response from the actors. Then the old wedding photographer, Bichara, would stand there and get just dismissed by the star, to F off. Cut a long story short, so she went for 7 days and suddenly I had to pick and drop my son every day to that, whatever it's called, that kindergarten.
Huh.
They exploit you by education from the 6 months. They want to teach the child things,
Yeah.
And at 20, he still doesn't know anything. She don't know what the hell's going on. So that's when I started getting up early. So then I went to the gym early after that, and then I subsequently in a little while I stopped drinking. So all these things came together. Then I realized I'm pretty ugly. No woman's going to like me. Let's end this whole charade. And so I don't even after 7 I don't go out. I don't want to scare
So
anyone.
basically, your life has to hit rock bottom for you to get.
You have to feel like a
yeah.
not failure. You have to know there is nothing but failure.
Uh-huh.
You've reached that. It's still 5 years away.
Okay, last question I want to take from Saurav Padvi. It's a slightly serious
When
issue.
you say I want to take, you sound like a fascist.
What
Why
are
don't
your
you- him
views
and me?
on watching LGBTQIA content for young children? I watched anime at as early as 8-year-old and have positive impact on looking at relationships. I'm still heterosexual.
Yeah, but you might turn.
I like you're saying still, yeah.
Yeah,
There's still
exactly.
hope.
I'm still means that you're open to hair. He's kept the envelope open. Yeah.
Right now, there's like in America, if you all don't know, it's
No,
like,
so this you have to
Yeah.
answer exactly that.
yeah,
Like them forcing the openness or the wokeness of everybody
Cyrus,
at the age of
again,
5?
You use words like force, then I get very.
No, I'm
riled up.
asking you. See, I don't want you to.
You don't say
fight.
force then. Nobody's forcing kids to
No,
consume cock
that,
at this. At
no,
that
no,
age.
no, no one's saying
Wait,
that.
listen to me.
No one's saying that.
The idea of an institution of
But the
marriage.
teacher is telling the kids, right? The
That-
teacher is telling the
that-
kids, ki, this is him, them, whatever.
Teachers only saying.
And you have the right to be called that.
Some kids can have mom and dad. Some kids can have mom and mom. Some kids
From
can
the
have
kid's
dad and dad.
perspective.
Yeah, so kids
So you're
are.
telling the kid you have the right to say this, that, or the other, right?
Yeah, because then there are fellow children in the class. So just have like.
Is it okay to
Yeah.
say
Gay
fellow
parents.
children or fella children?
As long as not fellatio.
Oh,
fellow
shut!
children. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
waiting for a special. He'll be shot.
like there was literally like a straight up interview that was like who was doing this? Somebody in America only was doing this interview where
The internet is filled with these exchanges in small
yeah,
classrooms.
so like a gun.
Where the heterosexual parent from a conservative background is attacking the, if you want
Yeah.
to call them, for lack
So
of a better
so
term.
this one man is
the wo-
like,
yeah.
like these drag queens will have negative impact on our kids.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So much so that somebody did a deep fake video. Okay, it's so bad. Like these right wing horrible people, they have deep faked a video of a play school where there's kids just chilling and there's like building blocks and toys and all, and they've clubbed it with a video of somebody performing at a nightclub, like queer drag queens and artists who are doing splits and doing they're stripping and everything, but it's at a nightclub. So they have combined those two videos on Twitter. Millions of people have assumed that that's what happens really at play school,
Yeah.
and have gone with that narrative. And Tennessee is now banning drag shows. So like now there's a governor who put a bill stay on everything. But the fact that this narrative can go so out of hand, and this person asked one question: how many queer kids? How many kids have been killed by drag queens? And he said, none that I know of.
Mm.
How many kids have been killed in guns and shootouts this past 3 months only? And he was like, I don't know the number. He's like, it's been 148 fucking kids have died. He's like, 148? 148. And how many kids from died? Somebody must have died. Nobody died. That's the whole argument, right?
See,
That was John Stewart.
I'll
yeah,
explain.
yeah. One more. There were two
okay.
interviews that happened
If you
similarly.
read my book, Freedom from Thought, I've explained quite clearly that Jisko Jaisa is the best philosophy, no doubt about it, on paper. But when you actually do it, there's got to be some sort of regulation somewhere.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Otherwise, it goes out of control because you don't want the kid to start misunderstanding the freedom. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
like what Saurabh actually said, Padvi, anime is like the weirdest fucking influence to have because
Mm.
and surprisingly, like Japanese anime will do like the early animes, like the queer characters are very like flamboyant, like big lips. Okay, if it was a gay man, he was next to like femme. Okay, that
Yeah.
was the early
And
anime.
politically incorrect as you can get.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But over time it's changed. Like even if you watch Midnight Diner, the Tokyo edition, there's one gay character. The stories are beautiful, like people from their lives. But the one gay character comes with like a fucking mala around
Stereotype,
his
yeah.
neck, he's got makeup and Bali and everything. He runs a gay club only, but like now they've improved slowly. So anime is also understanding. So now their queer characters are very profoundly like
We
they could
need
be
to
the
have
leads.
gay politicians openly gay. That'll help.
Yeah.
India.
Yeah.
And from openly gay, beyond that as well, into drag, queens and all proud of what they
Like
do.
that whole like
I
the
mean, like
chapter
vote
with
for
the-
me, and on Saturday you can
George
see me at
Santos.
9:30 at Chembur in
You saw George Santos' entire fucking story.
Huh.
Where like he was like he's a Republican senator trying to ban drag again. He's like
Hmm.
these drag queens are bad
Hmm.
influence. Somebody went and found his old photos in
Dressed
drag.
in drag.
Yeah, where she had like a drag name and everything, and then they pulled it out and everything, and then he was denying it. Then after 2 days, like yeah, I did drag, but it was only for some fun.
Bro.
So everybody.
I
went
think
for his ass.
Abbas, I won't join politics.
It's
I mean,
always.
you shot Hello Friends to begin with. There's lots of stuff out
There's
there you're
enough.
ashamed of.
I
Yeah.
mean, there's enough
Yeah.
from your TV show also.
No,
that you
anybody
can
who's been
pull
in
out.
entertainment, that's what. You're finished because they'll find the out of context things
Yeah,
and just put it
yeah.
together.
That's true. That's
Like
true.
Kevin Hart and his comments. Oh, we got the signal from Spurs to
Yeah,
end the
that wrap up.
conversation.
We've
yeah.
done enough today.
Wait, we have to plug.
Samir
our-
is giving me a lecture.
Wait.
Wait.
Cyrus, there's no reason to assume heterosexuality is the norm and other incorrect impact on children. You're assuming heterosexuality is default. How dare you? I'll slap you, chappal se marunga, kaan ke niche. Thank you, Samir.
That's why Samir, you tell him. Samir came to my show in Pune.
Yeah, it looks like it.
yeah.
With his Bengali wife.
No, he came alone. Sweta and Samir both shout out, great folks. They all came to the show. I'm in Delhi this week.
Hmm.
Delhi, I'm in Gurgaon 15th. Chandigarh
Will you
16th.
also, your cadence will also become Delhi?
Yeah, I become little Delhi. यार क्या हो रहा है यार ऐसा यार मेरे साथ दोस्त
Oh, छोले भटूरे नहीं मिल रहे यार.
यार मैं गया था यार रोई नहीं गया था यार. So 16th is Chandigarh, 15th Gurgaon, 20th is Delhi. Please come, please say hi. We have a lot of goodies. I've been giving people rolling supplies
Oh.
at every show because my promoter is
Members only.
If you can just look at what Anuvi beautifully has put out there. Get well soon, Naveen, but keep the glasses on.
yeah. Too much dust in Bombay,
I
dude.
think that's very poignant and beautiful. I want to end on a sentimental note.
Anything you want to plug, Cyrus?
I just want to hold your hand.
Cyrus wants to plug his diarrhea.
Really? We're doing
Hand is
so
not
well.
coming.
You're holding hands and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Not
we
even
are.
camera. Do it in camera.
We just want to be part
That's
of
what
the.
camera mein aa hi nahi
We
raha
just want to be part of the culture. We just want to be excluded.
That's all, guys. And new episode of Has It Aged Well out now.
Fuck you.
CnB.
May I say
Yeah,
fuck
indeed.
you from everyone?